just about set for football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, rivals meet in the NFC East. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Third season for Jaden Daniels with the Commanders. Number 2 overall pick, had a fabulous rookie season in 2024. Some bumps and injuries in year 2, and here he is now in year 3.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll motion the slot man right. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. In motion, Okonkwo. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, how about the coverage there? Nowhere to go with the football. He just throws it away. It brings up fourth down. Chick Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Good hang time, and the fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here come the Eagles, and that's Jalen Hurts. Year 7 now in the league. The Super Bowl 59 MVP out of Oklahoma.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
See what they have for second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 15-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Set to go now on first and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's a third down and 4. That's Goddard in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Hurts out quick, RPO to Lemon, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And you wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On third down, here's Hurts. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down. So, on fourth down, here's Braden Mann to punch it away for the Eagles. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, it is back to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. His pass, caught. It's Okonkwo. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing is Daniels. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7 and the Commanders' first down.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down mark.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
The veteran punter Way has booted it. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was taken down by Quan Martin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll manage only a couple. It was Odafe Oweh to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. That's complete. Tight end got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
First and 10.
And a nice play here by Devontae Smith, who really walks into a different role in this Philadelphia offense, Mike. I mean, you think for the most part of his career, he's kind of played that second option to A.J. Brown. He was the deep route runner. They moved him into the slot. But now with A.J. Brown in New England, he finds himself as the true #1 in this newly designed passing game with the Eagles. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Intended for Marquise Brown.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Hey, nice job defensively. Rally the football and stop him, as that scramble is going to leave him 3 yards short of the first down. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop. And now they're going to get the ball back.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Second and long coming up. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Throw on the run is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. That's Goddard in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Hurts. Catch made there, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Again, Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And he'll just have to get rid of it. It is incomplete. And now, what do you do here? Coming up fourth down.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on fourth down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And finally, someone breaks this scoreless stalemate. It's been like a rock fight here in the first half. Make no mistake about it, Mike. With points being so hard to come by here early, they'll take those 3 before the half.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll look deep here for Burks. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the third quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number one. What awaits us here in the second half? They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Sonny Styles. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It was Odafe Oweh to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Nice run there by Saquon. And you know, it's kind of funny, Mike. He might be the only player in the league that when they rush for over 1,100 yards, people like to call it a down year. And that's only because of the standard that he has set. Last season doesn't necessarily live up to the historic 2024 season. There's no doubt he's still one of the best players in football. And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll try to run here with Barkley, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
A 43-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. To begin the drive, and it's Krosky-Merritt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The Commanders about to send this one away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Think it's a shame these kids ain't seen no Freakniks. DC Howard homecoming to wild weekends.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Hurts, out quick, RPO to Lemon. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Barkley. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Man now, out to punt. His kick is away. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Slot man gonna move in motion left. He'll get this out wide, and he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Play action. Here's Daniels. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagles first down.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
First and 10. They'll send a man in motion left. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Man in motion is Smith. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
See what they have for second and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Bigsby. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. One more time with Bigsby. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to be taken down. They got him. The defense comes up with a stand on 4th and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Diggs was the intended receiver. Second down.
It leads to second.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. They got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Washington.
First down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll come up for first and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. Oh, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
He's going to keep it himself. And a nice run there on the scramble. Pickup of 8. They are in much better shape for this third down play call.
It's a gain of 8.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the...
And he can't get a throw away. Taken down. And that will end any hopes of a comeback.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They didn't do a whole lot offensively, but they didn't need to. Defense star of the show here in this one as they go on to post the shutout. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.